Hey, I'm Sean Webb. It's time for another Wisdom of the Masters, where we discover all the ancient wisdom points to the same simple truth. Today's mastery comes from William James, who said this: "There is no worse lie than a truth misunderstood by those who hear it." So what was William James talking about when he was talking about there's no worse lie than a truth that is misunderstood by those who hear it? Well, what he's talking about, I think, because his life was indeed focused on religion and religious experience and spirituality 100 years before that was cool, right? I believe that what he was talking about was the difference between what people believe about religion and what it is teaching them versus the truth of spirituality. Because speaking from personal experience, as a person who was raised in Christianity, I looked at Christianity one way before my consciousness expansion experience or my awakening experience and my enlightenment experience, whatever word you want to use for that. And then I looked at Christianity very different, but it was very much in parallel or very much connected with what Jesus was actually saying. And I didn't see that until after I went through this process of wiping away what religion had taught me to get to a spiritual truth that I thought was much more in line with the truth of the preaching of the man himself around which the religion is based. And so what James, I think, was talking about was it's horrible when religion tries to tell you something about God and you believe it, but you're misunderstanding what they're saying because they're misunderstanding what they're saying, and they're presenting it to you in an alternate light from where the original founder of the religion, the unwitting founder of that religion, by the way, because he didn't want a religion around him, was talking about. And these analyses, these definitions, these perspectives are much different than the perspectives of the person around which the religion rotates. And so James was pointing out, it's horrible that the truth that you're trying to get to here is misrepresented, and it's a truth that officially these words would jive to this perspective if you understood how to tie the two together, but you don't. And so you're jumping to alternate meanings of these sayings, alternate meanings of these preachings, alternate meanings of what the church believes versus what the person in the focus or in the origination of the thought had meant. And so when William James is talking about that there's no worse lie than a truth that's misunderstood, I think he's talking about in religion en masse. I think he's talking about how religions have gone off the path of the original founders. Like the Islamic folks who take violence as a potential path for Islam, which Muhammad would have abhorred. Or where Christianity takes the teachings of Jesus and completely misunderstands them because they don't get the deeper message that Jesus was talking about. He's not actually talking about a physical alternate place called the kingdom of heaven that exists in a spot that's not where you already are. Some of his other writings say the kingdom of heaven's all around you, you just don't see it, right? A lot of this stuff, or most of this stuff, every bit of this stuff in basic Christianity jives to these sayings as well, but people don't get it because they don't have the perspective to be able to understand that. And so when William James was talking about it's horrible when people misunderstand a truth, that's what he's talking about. Because you be talking the very basic truth, but not conveying the message, and if people misunderstand it, that's a horrible place to be because they think they know the truth, they stop looking for the truth. And so they can't ever find the truth because they think they already have it. I hope this message finds you well. Talk to you soon. Peace.